Good evening, everybody. Please send your name and your clan number to the chat box. I hope everybody heard me. I'm outside in a noisy place. So this is your troop commander. This is Praise Ajayi. I want everybody to send their name and their clan number to the chat box. I'm going to wait for 5 minutes so that we can get people coming in. And everybody should just send their name and their clan number to the chat box. All right. Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to use that one to engage everybody so that we can, before we start talking. So I want to know if clan one leader or the clan leaders are around. If you're a clan leader, please unmute your mic and say what's your name and your clan. What clan group are you? Please, if you're a clan leader, please introduce yourself and your clan. I don't want everybody to just come up and talk because we are 23 in this group. We are 30 in this Zoom meeting. I don't want everybody to just come and talk. So that's I'm just picking clan leaders alone to know how their warriors meet. How would the clan the first one and okay, so I think maybe I'll stop asking for clan leaders because nobody is there for clan leaders. So team reformers, the vanguard, mountain crushers, excellent seekers, the frontiers, and the phalanx. Please, if you are part of any of these clans, I would like you to introduce yourself. Let's be quick about it. I know you are here and listening. Peter, you can go, Peter Delike.
But I had the word clan leaders. That's why I raised up my hand.
So can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
All right,
well
I can
now?
hear you. I can hear you.
So I said I don't want everybody to just bash and introduce themselves because we are a lot in this group page. So I wanted to just clan leaders. So you're going to tell us the name of your clan because to me, you're still clan 126. So I want you to introduce yourself, the name that your clan has chosen, and then your tagline. Then you just, so that's what I just want from you guys. And if your clan members are here, they can reply your tagline. So that's basically.
All right. So good evening, warriors. Good evening, everybody. My name is Peter Adeleke, and I'm the clan leader for Clan 4, and we are called the Phalanx. And so our tagline is, I'm sure some of my clan members are here. Our tagline is fearless and limitless. All right. I think I'm done. Oh, do I have to?
Okay, thank you, Peter. Peter, can you tell me how Share What You Know session was for your clan and the clan introduction? How was it for you?
It was okay. Yesterday we had our share what you know session was on finance, investing, savings, and investing, savings, and what's the third thing? It was quite an enlightening one. At least one of my clan members rather took the session, and she really explained what savings was, what budgeting was. At least I got to learn that savings is a short-term goal and investment is like a long-term goal, and how savings is good, but at least investment is also better. And even sometimes you may save, and at the end of the day, like the issue of this Nigerian economy now, you may save maybe 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, but just see that in the months to come, the value of the money you saved has depreciated. So that's why at least investment is also better. And she also mentioned that one thing that stayed in me also was, before you invest, make sure you do a thorough research on the investment you want to make before you at least dabble into, so that at the end, because there are sometimes too for investments we have losses too. So before you at least invest, you must make sure you do your research very well, because the case of Nigeria now, we have too many scam, we have too many schemes that are going all around. So it is very important that to make your research. It is very important that you at least you take financial literacy very important before you just dabble into any investment platform or anything. So at least so that's what we talked about yesterday in my plans to share what you know session, and it was a very enlightening one, and at least some of my clan members participated. So yeah, that's it. Hello.
All right, thank you, Peter. I can hear you.
All
That
right,
was
all
really
right,
like
all
I
right.
really enjoyed what you were talking. I like maybe it's your voice, but like I enjoyed what you were saying. So
I'm sorry, I have cataract.
no, like it's a good thing, not a bad thing. So what was I saying? Okay, so that's just for the I hope I pronounce your names well. The phalanx. Other clans have Is this the only clan leader available right now?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Sorry, please, your name and your clan. How was your clan connect and share what
Hello.
you know, Steph?
Okay. Speaking here is Abubakar Mustafa, the clan leader for Clan 5. So our clan name is the Vanguards, whereby we have the tagline as the goal is trailblazing. So, though concerning the connection, all the clan members have connected to each other on LinkedIn, Facebook. So we save everyone contact. So we did something fantastic. So among the three topics, we treated the first topic, which is time management and self-discipline. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Okay. We treated time management and self-discipline. So it was really a good discussion. So participants, I mean they share been at least by now to gain some things in life due to their time and how they have been able to spend it wisely and judiciously. Though part of everyone's time has been wasted before, that was when we often discovered
I'm sorry, can you come again? I didn't get that.
Yes, self-discipline.
Mustafa, your network is bad. I can't hear you. Can you come again?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I said, let me recall. I said we've treated time management and self-discipline as the first topic among the three topics. So during the share what you know session, so we discussed time management. You know, we part of what we discussed is that time is money and time is life. So every seconds of one's time has to do with something precious, and that is why we must use it wisely and judiciously. Not that everything is slated with its own time. So there is time for everything. So in whatever we do, we must manage our time and be disciplined with it. And there is one key thing that usually what devastated is set target, is set goal, and that thing is procrastination. So we discuss that even being disciplined and we want to manage our time, we must do away with procrastinating. So in whatever we ought to do now, we shouldn't what postpone it to later, because when postpone it to later, in one way or the other, it will what is like destabilizing a set target. And one of my clan member also discussed how long mm, the yeah, he okay, I think she okay, he has what he has gained something in life, though part of his time, I mean, mostly everyone, part of mostly youth time has been wasted before realizing what they are on earth for. So, and after discovering that, that is when development starts from. So, in managing our time, we must do away from procrastinating and we must be disciplined. There must be self-discipline, which is self-control. We should all control ourselves in whatever we are doing, just to see that, okay, within the short period of time that we do a particular thing, we can see that, okay, this thing is productive and we are able to do something tangible. I hope you can hear me. Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay. So that is what we have been able to and discipline oneself to efficiently manage one's time. So very much.
All right. Is that all you have to say for everything?
You said?
Is that all?
Yes. You know,
Okay.
it's just a topic that we are asked to.
Yeah,
So
that's not a problem. I just want to
that's where
confirm.
we start
All
from.
right. Okay. Thank you, Vanguard, the Vanguard, and the Phalanx. I don't think there's any other person, any other clan that want to speak because they would have spoken. We're going to move. I hope you guys checked the video that was sent. Did someone say hello? I was waiting for you.
Well, yes, I did. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know. Am I getting a response?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to speak about what we spoke about in our own clan. Since I'm not seeing any volunteer for my clan, and sincerely, it was very insightful and so enlightening. Um, we spoke or discussed on self-discipline and time management, where under that self-discipline, habit was discussed, and that we're taught. Let me just use that grammar. We were taught that habit is something that follows a pattern, and pattern has to do with an order. So whereby our teacher was actually using this illustration of you want to form an habit. Your body has this, it has this timing in itself. So you have to train your body or train yourself, just like the word self-discipline is. You have to train your body by in a particular pattern. Let's say you want to wake up like daily by 4 o'clock. You don't set your timing to 4 o'clock on dot. You set it like an hour before. So once you see that you're following that pattern already, you begin to change the sequence of the time. Like, okay, after a while, once you see that your body is already getting to, because there's when you are trying to build an habit, your body is already is already under one particular habit, that is already following one particular pattern. So you're trying to switch it from that pattern that it is in to the one that you want to train it to follow. So if you're going to wake up by 4 o'clock, you set the time to an hour before. No, by let's say you want to wake up by 4 o'clock, you set it like 3 o'clock. You know that once the alarm rings like once, twice, thrice, it is then that your brain or your body will be able to pick the message that, oh, this alarm is trying to wake me up. So like that, from there it start getting consistent. So once you see that you're getting better, you can now the sequence, like you start a sequence of time, so you can reduce the time into something like 50 minutes before, then to 40 minutes before. So it's a behavior, like your body behavior. So you have to study yourself with respect to that order, with respect to that time. And so we're taught that self-discipline and time management are two sides of a coin. It was really insightful. I could take the whole time. I don't know. So he said
All right. So sorry, I have to cut you off there. You didn't tell me the name of your clan and your tagline. You just
sorry, pardon me. We are clan 4.0 and our name is Reformers, with the tagline, people who are single-minded with the focus to be refined in every aspect of their life, and have this focus to reform their immediate environment and the world as a globe. I don't know, do we get that?
So is that your tagline?
Yes. That's what I know. That's what we share. That's our tagline.
Okay, say it again. Say, okay, the name. This is the name, Team Reformers. And yes. Our tagline is
our tagline, like people who are single-minded and focused. Like I don't mind my English, but I don't grab your word of tagline statement that I know. Hello, ma. Hello.
I don't think you understand me of tagline. I think you should get to your clan leader, and it's like your motto, like the theme. What do you reply when they say? When they, just like the way the phalanx is fearless and limitless.
Okay. I don't think we found that yet. It's just the statement that we have gotten or we have worked on.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Don't worry.
For today, his name is Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel. He's a student of the society and a project manager trained at Vintage Center for Leadership and Professional Development, where he is also an ambassador. He's a public speaker, a personal development enthusiast, a social capital developer, and a society engineer. He has spoken at several conferences in Nigerian universities and organizations. These include the Life Love Foundation, the National Association of NUK Students Symposium, NUK, and the Fidelity Student Junior Career Talk Outreach, among others. He is also the founder of We Impact Tribe, an organization born out of hunger to impact lives, motivate others to learn other, to be good citizens, and to teach them to be the best version of themselves while they connect and build capacity. He has won a View Award and scholarship, including Meritorious Award presented by the National Association of NUK Students in recognition of his tremendous and immemorable participation in the development of education in Nigeria. Superior academic achievement and outstanding service to the community presented by the Abel Ogundokun Odeleye Foundation, the ADOP. Merit Award for the Student Writer for the Year presented by the Social Studies Students Association of Nigeria, OAU chapter. Award of Meritorious Service presented by Division of Student Affairs of Bafemi Awolowo University chapter, and Award of Political Icon of the Year presented by SOSAN OAU chapter, to mention a few. Oluwagbemiga is a community development enthusiast and a community volunteer. He has served and still serving in many capacities as a student leader. He's currently the president of Social Studies Student Association of Nigeria, SOSAN OAU chapter. He was the financial secretary of the Great Ife Students Union electoral petition, among others. Presently, Oluwagbemiga works with Ayawa Farm Limited, the Structure Foundation, YTOP Global, and the Vintage Center for Leadership and Professional Development. His handles across social media platforms is Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel. He can also be reached via email at ajayi1967@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. I present to you, under the leadership and the host of today, Praise Ajayi, to rightly invite the speaker to continue with the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Sorry for the technical issues. We sorted that now. Please let's welcome Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel, also known as G-Sam.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Please, if you can hear me, kindly send a text to the message box so that I can know if anyone is hearing me from this end. All right. Thank you so much, Leah Omolade. Thank you so much. Peter Adelik, I can see you. Christiana, thank you so much. All right. Good evening once again, everyone. I want to welcome every one of you to this epoch-making and life-changing moment with Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel. And my salutations goes to the leadership of YTOP Global for this great, opportunity to speak with intentionals and youths who are ready to take charge, who are ready to be warriors in their respective fields. Thank you so much, YTOP Global, and my tremendous salutations to the team that worked out this project. May everything work out perfectly for you also in the name of Jesus. I'm sorry for being spiritual right now. All right. So I would love this section. I think I have 30 minutes. Yeah. The moderator has spoken with me earlier. So she said I had just 30 minutes to do this. And I'm telling you, we are going to enjoy each other this evening. So the topic given to me is the journey of discovery, a sustainable step for exploit. But I wouldn't want this to be teacher centered. I would love it to be learner centered. I mean, I will be talking and I would love to be seeing your reactions. So I want you all to unmute yourself just for a second. I want you to claim that I am young, I am talented, I am optimistic, and I'm full of potentials. That's the full meaning of White Up. So I want to hear your voice. Echo it. Echo it. I want to hear that.
Young, I am talented, I am optimistic.
Wow. 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 Great.
I
So
am
you
young,
can
I am
unmute yourself.
talented, I am optimistic, and I
That is great. Fasomi Ololade Motunrayo. Great. That is great. Thank you so much, everyone. So you can unmute yourself so that you can hear me clearly and enjoy while you learn out your journey to discovery and while you take the right step, to make exploits, to make full of your potentials, to make magnanimous use of the God-given talents that you have as a person. Thank you so much for having me. So I wouldn't want to bore you much. I want us to quickly do some things. Yeah. So when we are talking about discovery, it actually means discovering who you are, And as one of the philosophers rightly said, Destin Odizi, he said, discovering who you are today will determine who you will be tomorrow. So I would love to just share one of my experience even before I discovered myself to you. I want to believe you are following me. So just be reacting in the comment section so that I can know I'm talking with lively, young, talented, optimistic, and the youth who are full of potentials. Great. I can feel you, Christiana. Thank you so much for that reaction. All right. So about 5 or 6 years ago, even before I graduated from my secondary school, I had the intention of studying law. As an art student that I was that time, I wanted law. And the reason being that I followed the recommendation of people who were around me that very time. I mean, the recommendation of friends, recommendation of religious leaders, recommendation of street brothers, people who we can actually refer to as Egba Adugbo. I want to believe you understand Yoruba. So street brothers, friends from all walks of life. Their own reason why they actually recommended that I should pursue law as my career was that they said I speak, you know, like one. Like I will be more good, just like the late Gani Faweyemi. Just so funny. Like imagine even myself that I know I'm responsible for everything I do. I never knew anything about myself. But then people around me were saying stuffs. They were saying, "Oh, Oluwagbemiga, you would make a brilliant and articulate lawyer." Oh Jesus! But then as at that moment, I never knew nothing about myself. Okay, let me tell you this. I knew my name was Ajayi Oluwagbemiga. However, I also knew that I'm a boy who has, a great future. But then, how do I want to know the right path to follow? I had a lot of recommendations, people were saying stuff. Okay, fast forward now. I obtained JAM form. I sat for the examination, and as a brilliant boy, just like you, just like Oluwaseun Adeyeye, just like um, every young and talented participant of this program, I sat for the exam and I got one of the best score ever, like 200 plus. I want to believe that is a great score. If I'm saying the truth, can you just type something in the comment section? Let me feel you. So, fast forward, I put in for law, OAU, but to the glory of God, fortunately and unfortunately, OAU shamed me. They never gave me law. I was given a course, I think political science also. I don't think I can recall now. So, yes, Peter Adeleke, yeah, exactly. So fast forward because I have just short minutes. So I because of as stubborn as I was then, because of the recommendation of people, I never even had time to discover myself, to start the journey. But I was only following what people were saying. Simply put, I was living for the people rather than living for myself. So let us leave my story. All right. So I want to believe if you have reached a point in life where you find yourself asking this particular question. I asked myself this particular question about 3 years ago after the whole scenarios of JAMB and a whole lot of educational issues before I got to the realization of my perfect self, of the full picture who I needed to pursue. I asked this question that who am I really? So I want you to say that in your comment section, that who am I really? Oluwakorede, who are you really? Praise Ajayi, who are you really? So I was living just like a mirage until I had this perfect question. I never knew it would be a life-changing one. So just be following me. And I considered that as the first stage of being intentional about a true self, because by asking such a question, at that exact point, that is where self-discovery can help you to get to know yourself a little better. When you have found yourself, or today is the first time you'll be meeting yourself asking such questions, I want to tell you, you are welcome to the life-changing and the thought-provoking section that will launch you to the world, that you will become the warrior best of its kind in any field you are pursuing. Yes, so you can just sip a water. I have a cup of water beside me, so give me a second to do that. All right, you can sip your water too in the comment section. So yeah, I can feel some are really getting afraid now. So just calm, chill, okay? Self-discovery might sound like a big grammar. Yeah, it might be intimidating. In fact, the first day I had of self-discovery, I wanted to faint. Like inner faint, not even the one that I would just fall and slump, Like I wanted to feel like self-discovery. I know myself. I'm Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel. That is the name given to me by my mother, by my father, by my family members. That is what the world knows me as. But you need a wine of water. You can get that. You can get that in your first location. So it might sound intimidating. It might be an intimidating concept, but it is really just a process. Are you following me? Self-discovery might sound like a big grammar. It might sound intimidating, but believe you me, it is just a process. All right. So if you are with your pen and writing materials, I even want to believe that all of us are with our writing materials. Let me tell you something. In this kind of a program, I've been speaking in many conferences, seminars, both physical and online, and I want to say a truth. I want to say a truth. That has been written in my bio. This is it. In this kind of program, we will always have two kinds of persons. Number one, people who are intentional about the step they are taking. I know for you to register for this, you actually wanted to gain something. That means you have objectives to achieve. Oh, is someone following me? Yeah, always with my pen. Great. Oluwakorede, I can feel you. So, and we have the second person who are, I call them Bo se wa, lo se lo. Like, now that same, now the way the person come, now so you go back. Yeah, are you getting it? Like, bó ṣe wá ló ṣe lọ, bó ṣe wá ló ṣe lọ, no objective. You only just registered. Let me just go there to waste some time. So I don't want it to be like that. So take your writing materials. So I said self-discovery is simply, just a process of, number one, examining your life. Is someone following me? Examining your life. That is number one. Hold it very well. Number two, figuring out what is missing. Examine simply means you are trying to know about yourself. So in that process, just as Odise has said, the time frame between that today and your tomorrow is that journey of self-discovery. So while examining your life, try as much as possible to figure out what is missing in your life. I want to believe you are following me. Then the third one is taking steps toward fulfillment of those things who are missing in your life. The first step is you are examining your life. You are getting to know more about your life. So the number 2 point is figuring out what is really missing in your life. Okay, about a couple of years, I started as something I called self-reflection, self-examination, just to know myself. I earlier said that self-discovery is a process, so I want to prove it to you now. I want to let me make this point clear to you. 4 years ago, I discovered myself. I knew what I was going to become, but then it became, it becomes clearer, even every day, every month, every year. It became clearer. So it is just a process of examining your life, figuring out what is missing and taking steps towards fulfillment. My dear participants, there is no better time at all for self-discovery, for self-exploration than the present if you truly want to do exploits. Don't forget our topic, okay, which is the journey of discovery, a sustainable step for exploit. So in as much that you are ready, to make exploits, there's no better time than today, than this present time that Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel is speaking to you. If you really want to derive benefits by living your time and purposeful life, this is the right time for you to take the bold step. So I'm going to let us just mention some other things, and I want to tell you we'll be done in a GV. Yeah, we've done in a GV. So the first point I want us to discuss together, because I earlier said that I want it to be quite interactive. So if you are with me, unmute yourself now. I want you to affirm something. Say to yourself, I am young, I
I
am
am young.
talented,
I am
I am
talented.
optimistic,
I'm
I am
talented.
full of potentials.
I
Young,
am full of
potential.
potential.
I'm young.
All right,
I
great,
am
Young,
great, great.
talented. I am optimistic. I'm full of potentials.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love this vibe. In fact, this means you all are intentional about the registration and, in fact, the process of this row 4.0. You are rising. You are rising warriors already. Yeah, I can see you. Omolade, Olorumota, Adedeji, Rebecca, Rashid, Leah, Abubakri, and all of you. So, the number one thing I want you to note is this. You don't need to begin with a complete picture of yourself. And this is where I got it wrong earlier, before I actually met some people and I did some personal coaching and some personal research before I discovered myself. I was hoping that maybe I will just sleep in a day, I just sleep in a day, then I will see the full picture of what I would become in this life. Maybe I will just become one great lawyer that people will be requested to come and represent them in the court of law. But no, I was really, really wrong. So note this: you don't need to begin with a complete picture. After all, your journey is about discovering what the full picture is. Yeah, I know I might not be saying what you really want to hear. I will not tell you become rich as soon as you discover yourself. No, that is not true. It's a process. But just know that the right step, the journey of a marriage starts with what? With a step. So you don't need to have or to begin with the clear picture, with the complete picture. Your journey is about discovering what the full picture is. So if you want to get that, you have to ask yourself some few questions. Number one question is, what do I want from life? Since you are ready to discover yourself so that you can make exploits like some great personalities in this world, like Ekundayo Oluwadamilare, I'm going to tell you some things after this presentation so that you can know this discovering oneself is the best thing that can ever happen to a human on this earth. I'm going to prove that to you. So ask yourself this question: what do I want from life? Oh, don't settle down like other people that will just take anything that the life throws at them. That is so bad. Yes, I'm saying this emphatically. You don't just take what the life throws at you. So ask yourself this question: what exactly do I want from life? That will give you a good start to pursue your career, to pursue, like to do things towards the fulfillment of your life. Number two question you should ask yourself is this: where do I see myself in 5 to 10 years? Okay, I don't know. Let us do something. So I want to check the participants now. So I'm going to ask a question right now, and I want to receive the response in the comment section. Okay, Omolade Olorunmota, yeah. Where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years? Just short. Just tell me something short. I'll just mention 2 or 3 people. Let us do that in the next a minute rather. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Fast on me. You said, all right, all right. Do not disturb yourself. I only ask that so that it can stand beam in your heart. Answer that within yourself, and you can write it down in your writing materials. You can actually present it to your clan leaders for follow-up, or anyone you believe can be your committed partners. So ask yourself, where do I see myself in 5 years, in 10 years? Oluwagbemiga, where do you see yourself exactly in 5 to 10 years? I asked myself that question, I think 4 years ago. In fact, it is becoming a reality already. I see myself addressing good numbers of people who are ready, to walk this path to greatness, who are ready to take responsibility of their life. And that is what I'm doing here. I didn't mean I've never discovered myself. I would not got this insight. Hold that to your left hand. I never use it to eat. So the third question you should ask yourself, what do I regret? What exactly do I regret? That is when you are trying to know more about yourself. What is missing? What exactly is missing in my life? Then what do I regret? By knowing that, you are getting a clearer picture. You are discovering yourself. Just like I earlier said, that it is a process. So if you have a cup of water, you can actually take some, sip water, calm yourself. Don't pressurize yourself. It's a process. You are getting there already. Okay. All right. So the fourth question I would love you to ask yourself, what makes me proud of myself? What makes me proud of myself? Let me tell you this. One of the very few things that makes me to be proud of myself always is the fact that I have the confidence that I have potentials and I'm already working that potentials. Another thing is this. I believe I can talk to liberate, to teach, even to make money. But let us go to the making money now. Okay, it's a process. So, all right. So if you have your pen and book there, I want you to list something. Right? Figure 1 to 7. We are going to discuss on 7 cogent points on how to discover yourself. Very practical. 7 cogent points on how to discover yourself. If you are following, let me see you in the comment section. Send something, send emoji. Let me see you. Okay, I can feel that. Okay, Peter Deleke, I can see the fire. Okay, Olayori. Wow, Christiana, yeah, I can feel you. Thank you so much. So I want to believe you have written down the figures 1, 2, 3, 4, then to 7. All right. So if you are ready to take over your life, to walk your path, in a more advantage way, that you don't want to do like I did earlier. I wasted almost 2 years pursuing what was not meant for me. The number one thing to consider after you have asked yourself some questions earlier mentioned, the number one thing is this: explore your passions. Someone should say that in the comment section. Explore your passions. One thing I understand about passions is that it helps give life purpose. It helps to give your life a purpose, and it makes it rich and meaningful. Passion helps to give your life a purpose, and it makes it look rich and meaningful. Maybe a passion for helping people actually leads you to pursuing a career in medical line. So that is part of exploring your passions. All right, thank you so much. I can see that. So the second thing, number 2 now, is try new things. I said try new things. That is number 2. Maybe you can't name many passions like you actually wanted to. Maybe you just mentioned I love writing. Yes, I love reading. So let me try to explain this. Passion simply means what you do that gives you joy. Sincerely, let me tell you, when I'm cooking, oh my God, I always feel myself. So that means I have passion for foods. I have passions for cooking. Okay. I have passions to speak. So that is part of passions. It doesn't necessarily to be related to a professional interest. And I want you to keep this in your mind, that passions don't always have to be complex. Don't frustrate yourself. Don't make this word ada. Ajayi Oluwagbemiga. Eda lo mayele. Okay? This life is not that hard. Keep in mind that passions don't always have to be complex or relate to professional interest. Yes, I love food. I really love food. Ajayi Oluwagbemiga, my brother. Olayori Chris, I can see you. So number 2, I said try new things. If you can't mention many passions, that is okay. Yes, you haven't. If you haven't done so much for yourself in a long time, or and you might not remember, or probably you might not remember what you have done that gives you joy. It is okay. One good way to begin figuring this out. Should I tell you? I want to see if you want to tell you. I want to see yes, yes, yes in the comment section. I said one good way to begin figuring this out. Okay, I can see that. Okay, now this is the solution to it. Do something new and totally different from what you have been doing. So let me share you with you. About 3 years ago, no, I think 4 years. I can't really recall. ASU and Corona has actually scattered the whole year for someone. All right, some years back, okay, when I was in under level in Obafemi Awolowo University, so I loved to write. Like everything I was doing then was to write. I write articles. I publish articles. I write news. I write blogs for people. I collect money on that. But then I only thought I could only write, to impact or to make a living or to do stuff until I attended uh, a seminar in my department. We have a news agency called Voice of Socialite. So the leadership of the Voice of Socialite invited guest speakers to come and speak to us on how to be eloquent while speaking and how to write good news. So I was there seated, like a big writer. I was feeling myself. That kind of it's a Buddha. I was Buddhaing. I was feeling myself, not knowing that I would do more better than writing. So the speaker said, if you are a writer, you can become a good speaker. It is more easier for you. Since that very day, I started speaking. And you can see it today. I never tried something new. I wouldn't have gotten to here. In fact, because this is not a writing competition, I want to believe. Bugatti, yes, I can see you. Fasten me. So I tried new thing, and this has been making, waves for me. It has been opening doors of opportunities for me. So try new things, my dear ladies and gentlemen. You won't know what you enjoy until you give it a shot. That is it. I actually want to try to recall when I started speaking. I think I started addressing about 50 or 30 people, probably in Congress. I love politics a lot. So I attend Congress. Yes. So I think I started doing that. Then I trained myself. I attended some training. I follow people who knows road. So it is highly important to follow who know road. Madam Moderator, hope I still have some time. Please comment so that I can know the time I'm working with, please. All right. So I said the number 2 now is try new things, explore new hobbies, especially once you have never tried before. Okay. So that is number 2. All right. So number 3 now. Evaluate your skills. Evaluate your skills. That is point number 3. Most people have a particular knack for something or other. Yes, there's some stuff that we love doing. Like I have a skill that I can actually play football. I can sing. Oh, single. Praise the Lord. Gapa lójú àwọn ọlọ́tẹ̀. Kima gapa lójú àwọn ọlọ́tẹ̀. You can sing. That is a skill. And someone like me that loves cooking, or like Deborah Ajayi that loves to cook. Ajayi Deborah can cook. Don't let me expose our bottom here. Ajayi can cook. So evaluate yourself. Get to know your skills. Crafting, home improvement, cooking. Name them. Any number of that skills. Just name them. As part of self-discovery. As part of this process, you might consider your unique abilities and how you might use them. If you love cooking, why can't you just start all this what is it called? I don't know. Can someone just help me? I forgot all the name of the food. You can just have spaghetti. I wanted to mention spaghetti. Oh God of OAU. Yes. All right, all right. So we can just start, gather your unique abilities and think of how you might use them. Okay? Ojo praise. How would doing? Thank you. Maybe your friends always ask you to plan their parties, or your neighbors always ask you for garden tips. That is a good way to start. Someone that can cook can start selling spag. Where you make your money, you make friends. So that is a great way to, to discovering yourself. Evaluate what your skills. Evaluate your skills. So point number 4. Are you following? If you are following, let me see you. Point number 4 now. Point number 4. Okay, I can see that. Ask yourself questions. Point number 4 is ask. Leah, thank you. Salami, yes, sir, I can feel you. Ask yourself question. Okay? Because if you don't ask yourself question, if you are asked question outside, you would never know the right response to give to it. So why can't you just ask yourself these questions? Number 1, why do I do things that I do? What is the rationale behind things that I do? Why did I register for row 4.0 organized by YTOP Global? Why do I do things that I do? That is point number 4. Ask yourself questions like, why do I do things that I do? What drives me? What makes me take steps? What makes me do this? What makes me do that? What drives me? Another question you should ask yourself at this point in time is this, and make sure you write all these questions down. You cannot get answer for all, I'm telling you, not at this present time. What am I missing? I keep saying this. What am I missing? Or what is missing in my life? Then the 4th question you should never forget to ask yourself is this. What kind of impact do my choices have in the life that I want? I want to believe someone gets that. What kind of impact do my choices have on the life I really want? I earlier said you should ask yourself that, what do you want from life? So now, it is time to consider and evaluate how the choices you have been making, the impact they have in the kind of life you want for yourself. Then apply these questions to all areas of your life: academics life, spiritual life, relationships, political life, personal development life, name it, career lives, and all. Apply all these questions. Write out the answers. If you don't get all the answers now, don't push. Don't criticize yourself. It is a process. You will be getting more clearer picture as you are following. Do not feel like you want to come up with answers immediately. I'm telling you this, please. Do not feel like you actually want to come up with answers immediately. Though self-discovery takes time. In fact, it takes time. It is most helpful to carefully, consider your responses. What I mean, while you are answering these questions, be careful, because it will really help you in discovering yourself so that you can begin to make exploits. It will lead you that it is a sustainable step, for exploits. The 5th point now, number 5. Are you following? If you are following these points, let me see you in the comment section. Salami Matthew, thank you. It takes time. Yes, self-discovery takes time. Yeah, I can see you. Oh, thank you so much. So the 5th point now, learn new things. So I want to clarify something. I don't want you to misconstrue me. I don't want you to get the points wrong. Our second point was try new things. So the 5th point now is learn new things. Okay, learn new things. Angela, just to thank you for that response. Learn new things. Learning works best when it is treated as a lifelong process. I got to know this while I was in 100 level. Was it 100 level? Yes, 100 level, because I'm a student of education. So while we were doing EDU 101, I think, 101 or 102. So the lecturer just came inside and started talking about learning. He said, learning is a lifelong process. Make I tell you wetin come make me laugh that very day. The man come talk say learning starts from conception, that is from the day you were born till death, till the day you were put inside casket. That will not happen anytime soon, okay? But the truth is learning works more better and it works best. Ojo praise, yes, it starts from conception to death. More better. Or I hope I'm not lost. Okay, I have 5 minutes left. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm always done. Thank you so much. All right. So if you have always wanted to learn, more about something, it is important to take your time. You want to know how to do graphics, you want to know how to sing, you want to know how to write, you want to know how to speak. You actually want to learn about interior decoration and other stuffs. So you have to learn. You have to take your time to study it. Through what? Read books in that line. Read manuals and online tools can teach you. Online tools like Google. Make Google your friend. Learn new things. I have just few minutes left. Let us just try to cover some stuff. We are almost done. So we are with me. Let me see you. So the sixth point. The sixth point now. Okay, thank you, Olayori. Thank you, Omolade. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. So the sixth point, keep a journal. This will sound so funny. In fact, when I was trying to ruminate on what I was bringing to you people, but I wouldn't want you to learn half-baked. Although I cannot say it all here, but I want to believe the journey of self-discovery, is starting today. You cannot afford to live here and still remain stagnant and still remain, just like you came here. Just like Abubakar said while he was saying something about his group, he said they are fearless and limitless. So if you actually want to be limitless, you have to keep a. So listen, I'm not telling you to write a book and sell it if you're not a writer. And you don't see yourself writing. Just listen to me. I will explain better to you. If you listen to me attentively. If you kept a journal in adolescence, you might remember how it helped you explore your dreams. A journal actually, in this context, it means writing things down, just like I told you to do. That are you? Oh, please. All right, I'm live back now. I'm sorry I had to attend to something. Okay. Yes. By keeping a journal, I mean you should have something like a diary where you write stuff that will keep you on your toes. Something that will keep reminding that, oh, Abubakar, you have a life to pursue. You have something to do. Just imagine if, okay, I actually wrote some things down a few years back. I wrote that in my 23rd, when I'm 23 years of age, I should have some stuffs. So about few weeks back, I was checking my jotters. I have a lot of jotters. Don't mind me. I read too much, so I have a lot of jotters. So so I saw that thing that I wrote in black pen. Oh, I was so proud of myself. Like I was so proud of myself because it actually reminded me of what I had achieved. But I wrote it down long time ago. I think when I was in my 20, maybe 20 years of age then. So keep a journal. Make it a habit to always write things that will put you on a push, you know, because diary, or let me say a journal now, can help you with self-reflection. It can help you to pull your purpose in a more practical way, and in a more practical, way. You can use a journal to ask yourself questions, like I always do. Like I will just pick my pen and my writing book. I will just say, okay, dear Gisam, where do you want to see yourself in the next 2 years? So that is how I keep moving. So I am able to track my record. I'm able to track my progress, even though I've discovered myself. But because we keep saying this, it is a process. So we keep knowing some things little by little about ourselves. So part of what journaling yourself can do for you is it keeps you on your toes. It makes you to explore on every stuff you actually want to get. Okay. Abaki was saying something here. I gave out one of my poems I've written and says, yeah. So that is what you actually need to do. If perhaps you want to discover yourself so you can start making exploits like YTOP himself. So let me just tell you something before I round up. I will soon round up now so that before my moderators send me to my village. So I'm going to round up soon. Yes, let me tell you something. I know Ekonda Oluwagbemiga did not, in fact, he's not expecting me to say this, but I'm going to say this here more clearer so I can know it will be difficult to give what you don't have. Just about, I think a month ago, it is not this month, probably last month or 2 months ago, Ekundayo Oluwagbemiga was given, some amount of money. So what actually wowed me about the money was the fact that the money was not even naira. That is one of the results of discovering yourself. He has discovered himself. So it has been putting it on work, and that has been giving values and money to what? To him. In fact, my dear brother was giving euro. Someone might be saying Omo in his or her mind, that Omo hero. He was given hero just because he was exploring, doing what gives him joy. He stepped out of his comfort zone just to become what he's becoming today. So, my dear ladies and gentlemen, I want to believe you have learned one or two things. But before I go, let me tell you this. The process of self-discovery looks different for everyone. That is the fact. Believe it or not. The process of self-discovery looks different for everyone, but it is generally not something that happens overnight. Oh, I want to be someone who is writing this down. I said the process of self-discovery looks different for everyone. Yes, it looks different from me. It's slightly different from how you will also experience yours. But what brings this together, what makes it to be man, is of the fact that it can never happen overnight. You cannot stone me. Oh, lokuta mommy. Oh, the late no me. So I'm telling you the truth here. That the process of self-discovery can never happen overnight. You do have some words of a jump start. You must have a step. You must start somewhere. Since you already know at least a little bit about yourself, you like food, you like cooking food, you like to write. When you speak, you derive joy. When you solve problems of people, you derive more joy. When you sing, when you play, you derive joy. That means you already have the understanding and you know little about yourself. So that is where you need to start. But it takes time, ladies and gentlemen, and patience, just like getting to know someone else. What I'm saying in essence is this: journey of self-discovery, for you to have a sustainable step for exploit. Take steps, and it looks as though you are trying to understand someone. Just imagine So okay, let me just paint a picture of a couple now. Maybe Salami Matthew actually met with who? Let me check a lady's name here. Wait, Ojo Praise Ojo Praise is not a should not be a lady. Okay, Leah Omolade. Leah Omolade should be a lady. Okay, let me just say Leah Omolade met with the other guy that I earlier mentioned, and they started. Salami Matthew, you love that. Don't go and be eyeing Omolade for us. So we don't accept that in this rule. All right. So I want to believe that both of you were not brought up in the same environment. You have different, you know, you have your differences. So just imagine you trying to get married and you go to the altar, the pastor do the normal do, you join it together, and both Irene and Kimiko, they actually acclimatized you guys together. I want to tell you that that very day in fact, forget the fact that you have been in courtship soon for 3 4 years. You will still start getting to know some things about her and about him. Let me now tell you this, especially female woman. Hey, our woman. You will start seeing new things. Likewise for the guys. Likewise for the guys. So the journey of self-discovery takes time and patience. Hold this and hold this way. Just like getting to know someone, from afar or someone very near to you. You are in charge of this journey, dear warriors. But don't feel afraid to meander off the main path. Don't be afraid to take steps. Don't be afraid that you don't have the clear picture yet. Don't be afraid that you don't have the full picture yet. In fact, don't frustrate yourself. Don't pressurize yourself. Just like I earlier said, that yo leo Eda no man. Unmute yourself. Let us sing this song together. But automatic gbẹnu dákẹ́ yín gbẹnu dákẹ́ ni o. Okay, unmute yourself now.
Yes, we are unmuted.
Yo leo.
Leo.
Ẹ̀dá yo. Ẹ̀dá ló máa yé le. All right. All right. Oh, yeah. Unmute yourself for me. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. All right. Thank you. So, see voices. Wow. I can see beautiful and kind of croaky voices. Oh my God. Thank you so much. So, don't be afraid to take a step to start this journey. Don't feel afraid at all to take steps. The more ground you cover through self-exploration, through self-evaluation, through self-examination, through this self-discovery, the more you get to know more about yourself. I said, the more ground you cover through self-exploration, the more you will discover about yourself. And I'm going to end this beautiful section, with two great minds that are going to this world to become warriors, to become great minds, to become people who drive leaders, to become people who make exploits, to become people who do stuff that make them happy and they make wealth through it. With this one point, my dear warriors, discovering yourself and discovering who you are today will determine who you will be tomorrow. Thank you so much for having me, YTOP Global. Thank you so much, my great warrior. It's good to be here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Sam. My Oga at the top. Thank you so
Yes,
much for
ma.
that.
Thank
In
you so
fact,
much.
I really appreciate it. I really learned a lot. More. And you really shook a lot of tables.
Don't mind me.
Yeah. Yeah. So we want to ask if there are any questions or answers or questions so that you can answer. So please, if you have a question, send it to the chat box or unmute yourself. Raise your hand and unmute yourself. Okay, Ojo Praise, you have a question. Please, if you have a question, just raise your hand. And if you don't have a question, just drop your hand. Ojo, please, I can see your hand raised. Do you have a question? Okay, Abubakar Mustafa, please, you have a question. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. Great speaker for tonight. I hope you can hear me. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can
I
hear
can hear you
you.
clearly.
Actually, it's not a question. It's just that I missed the seventh point due to a network challenge. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. The last point I mentioned was learning. No, keeping a journal. Yes, keep a journal, like a diary. Do you get that?
Yes, I get it. But with the points with me, yeah, that's the sixth point. So
Oh,
it
that is
remains the
true.
seventh point.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, let me just. Oh, I skipped one. No, let me just mention it because of our time. So the seventh point is identify what you value about yourself. Identify what you
Wait,
value
what you
about
ain't
yourself.
again? Who is talking?
Okay, is that taken? Everyone, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. I just
No, one
recapped
more.
now. If you can hear that, type it to the comment box so that you can see it. Identify what you value about yourself. Yes, thank you, Timileyin. Thank you, Timileyin. Thank you so much. All right, I see a question now. So let me just address it. I received a question from the host now that when I know what I want, how can I constantly be bold about its respective how they think about me? Great. Thank you so much for this beautiful question. Oh, host, my regards to that great mind that asked this question. I always mention this. If you have me on social media, especially if you have my WhatsApp contacts, you might have seen this on my status. I always say this. It is actually a vulgar word, but then I will explain the meaning to you, and it correlates with this question. I always say that stay crazy, like stay crazy, no matter what. Stay crazy no matter what. So let me explain myself now so you can actually learn from that. Yes, people can never understand your dreams like you that slept and see the whole thing. Do you get it? People, no matter how you try to explain, people can never see the picture of what you saw, of what transpired in your dream when you are telling them. So stay crazy. Even if they are telling you that, oh, that is not the way. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. A friend of mine, had once told me that, this Sam, this thing that you are doing, you are just wasting your energy, you are wasting your skills. Just because he wanted me to come and join what he was doing. He was into Yahoo Yahoo. I don't know if you know anything. Yahoo Yahoo was into internet fraudster. But I mean, I was busy working on my personal development. I was training myself to become a better speaker, to become an impacting speaker, to add values to people, to celebrate, humanity. And then he was busy doing stuff like that. But then I stood my ground that no matter what, no matter the humiliation that comes, I will stand and I will lead you people. I always say something. You cannot be doing that the same way people you are looking forward to lead are doing. You cannot be drinking beers while people that you are looking forward to lead are drinking beer. Possible. Someone should type Kojorara to the comment box. So it is very simple. Irrespective of what people think about you, what you think about yourself should be superior. Put that thing that you see about yourself, that project, that steps that you see yourself trending, put it first before other people's own. Regardless, keep moving. You own your life. You are in charge of this journey, and that's why I told you never to be afraid of anyone, never to be afraid of their opinion. I've earlier told you, while I was in my secondary school, they were all telling me to go for law. They were telling me to pursue law as a career. I want to tell you, if I had pursued that career, I would not be here speaking to you people, because I would be so focused on getting the certificate, and I would never explore. I would never got to know that I have new things. I have new power, new strength in me to liberate people, to explain how people can discover yourself, which I've done today. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, I don't know. Do I answer that question? Yeah, thank you so much, Salami Mansu. Okay, I can say another question here. Let me quickly address that too. Okay, this question is from Omalade Leah. She asked that when you continually discovering yourself, does it mean some of the discovery made earlier should be shed off and carry on with the new discoveries? Oh my. Thank you so much, Leah. Great lady doing great stuff. Thank you so much. Yes, this is it. I told you that I used to be a writer, like just a creative writer. But when I discovered I could speak too, then I started. I never left writing. Check me on social media at Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel. Go and read great contents that would make you to want to follow everything you are discovering yourself. Build yourself so that you will be irresistible. People can never put you back or side. They will always come, to get value from you. So in short, simply put, do not shed off or left the ones you've earlier discovered because you have a new discoveries. Keep building and keep working on yourself even before you niche down. At a particular stage in life, you might have reasons to niche down. That is, you might have to focus on one or two, okay? But not at the earlier stage. Keep growing. I earlier said that you can never know what you enjoy doing most. You can never know your greatest passion until you explore. And that is where, the step for exploit starts. Thank you so much, Leah. I want to believe I answered your question. I have another question here. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Leah. I think I answered that question. Yeah, Leah, okay, thank you so much, Leah. More questions, please. I will be glad to answer more questions. All right, Madam Moderator, I think there are no questions about. Maybe people are thinking about what to ask.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel. To become a professor and emeritus professor Ajayi Oluwagbemiga Samuel. That's a very fantastic session. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I just got disconnected for a bit. Blue network. This is
right. Yeah, go on.
all right. I think that's all for the question and answer questions. I think if there's anybody else that has a question, should just hold it in because you already asked and this time was already answered. So I think that's everything. Okay, before we go, I want to remind clan leaders and clan overseers to take an attendance for this meeting so that we can record it. It's very, very important. Also, clan members, I don't know your individual clans now, so I would remember your name as time goes by. Clan members, tomorrow is your Share What You Know session 2. So I'll be sending the topics. Okay, I already sent the topics for this week. So I'll just resend it so that people don't miss it. All right, so I guess this is the end of the meeting. I want to say thank you to Ekundayo Oluwadamilare. I want to thank the executive director. I want to thank Ayomide Adekola, program director. I want to thank all the clan leaders, all the clan overseers, even the clan members. Thank you guys for joining this meeting. As for my side, I can see that there are 30 people left at the end of this meeting, which I'm really appreciated because we started with 40, I guess. I think it's 40 people we started with. So I think it's okay. 10 people left. So we are going to be recording it and we'll be grading it. So thank you so much. If there's anything.
So before you guys go, I want you guys to maybe Praise will drop the social media handle of the facilitator on the page that is in your respective platform. Just ensure that you follow him on all the social media, and I anticipate him to reading your view, your comment about the class on his LinkedIn or social media handles. And if you have made a lot of points down in your book, do well to make a post and tag him on social media. I would definitely see you if you tag him on social media, and I'm definitely going to watch that. So I'm expecting everybody in your group to go and find the speaker on a social media handle, drop comment for him. Fourthly, make a post about the class, what you've learned in a summary, then tag him, tag me, tag YTOP, tag anybody taggable. I will definitely check it out, and I'm definitely going to make my record about it. So I want to appreciate you. So over to you, Praise Ajayi. But don't forget to follow him and get through to him.
Okay, so I want to also address the matter because a lot of people were complaining that they had problem with why we are creating a LinkedIn account instead of other social media platforms. A LinkedIn account is more professional, it's more formal. It's basically like a CV on a social media account, and everybody knows what's happening in your life, your professionalism, your professional skills in that sense. So that's why LinkedIn is very important. And you can connect with people, you can get jobs. There are a lot of reasons why we are picking a LinkedIn account over other social media platforms, but Facebook too, Instagram, and the rest. Whatever social media platform you post your class on, or you like, okay, I enjoyed this class by Ajayi Samuel, please tag at YTOP Global. We are the only YTOP Global on Instagram. We're the only YTOP Global on Twitter. We're the only YTOP Global LinkedIn. We're the only YTOP Global on Facebook. Tag us. We will respond. We would like. We would share. Just tag us. We want to know your ideas and how the class was. Okay. Thank you very much for that, everybody. Now.
So to what Praise just said, I think Ayomide will see address the issue of LinkedIn later on. By the time we go deeply into the LinkedIn, you need to be on LinkedIn. Everybody needs to be on LinkedIn. Yes, it's a mandatory that you be on LinkedIn because it's very, very useful for your life. So just follow the instructions that have been said, and you will get to understand with time. Discovery takes time. It's not a rush because quality itself is time. All right, Praise. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Please, we can leave the group page now. Zoom